Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you some action pieces of baseball, our 1977 retro replay where we play as the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. Tonight's game will feature the first place Boston Red Sox, and they're playing the second place New York Yankees. The Yankees beat them in game 1 of this series. This is the final game of 1977 in May 31st. The Red Sox currently in first place with a 34-10 record. The Yankees 6 games back with a 29-17 record. Should be a tremendous matchup here at Fenway as we continue our 1977 retro replay. We're using actual transactions, but I picked my own lineups and starting pitching. Let's get to the lineups and the first pitch for the visiting New York Yankees. Leading off, playing second base, Willie Randolph. Batting second, the center fielder, Mickey Rivers. Batting third, the catcher, Thurman Munson, the captain. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Chris Shambles. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Roy White. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Greg Nettles. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, May. Batting ninth, Bucky Bleeping Dent, and he's playing shortstop, Bucky Dent. For the hometown Boston Red Sox, who I manage, leading off, playing left field, Bernie Carbo. Batting second, the shortstop, Rick Burleson. Batting third, playing first base, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Jim Rice. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Carlton Fisk. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Dwight Evans. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Freddie Lynn. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Butch Hobson. Batting ninth, playing second base, Denny Doyle. On the hill for the Boston Red Sox is Bill Lee. And in this retro replay, Bill Lee is 4 wins, 2 losses with an earned run average of 4.98. He struck out 7, walked 8. In actuality, in 77, 9 and 5 with a save, 4.43. Striking out 31, walking 29. Lee likes to go slow, and slowest with his pitching. And here comes Willie Randolph to the plate. Randolph in the retro replay batting .258, 2 home runs, 18 ribbies. In actuality, .274 for the year, 4 homers and 40 RBI. So Lee looks in, gets the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Randolph. That's a hard ground ball past Denny Doyle into right field. So Willie Randolph has a leadoff single. Joining us in the chat, Clinton Parks and Dog Sidious. How are you gentlemen doing? Check out Clinton Parks' channel. Wonderful channel. Retro Baseball, National Pastime 3. Little digital diamond baseball. And some out of the ballpark. Also check out Dog Sidious, all things Star Wars and movie updates. Great job from Dog Sidious. He has a video up as he does wonderful editorials on articles regarding Star Wars and other things. And jumping in the chat is Herb Pilgrim. Hello Herb, great friend of the channel. So back to the ball game now. Willie Randolph is at first base. Yastrzemski holding him on. Randolph, 7 out of 10 base runner. And Mickey Rivers comes to plate. Mick the Quick. Mickey Rivers batting .356, 4 home runs, 18 ribbies in the retro replay. He is excellent at hit and run, 8 out of 10, 4 out of 10 bunter. In actuality, Rivers batted .326 with 12 homers and 69 ribbies. Rivers has some pop in that wiry body. Burleson and Doyle hoping to turn 2 up the middle. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. Ground ball, Burleson ranges to the hole, fires to Yastrzemski at first for the out. Advancing to second is Willie Randolph. Nice play by the Roosters, showing great range at short. And now bring up the captain, Thurman Munson. Munson batting .258, 10 home runs, 34 ribbies. In actuality, batted .308, 18 home runs, 100 runners knocked in. Right-handed batter. Lee looks in. The big windup and the pitch. Ground ball, pass Doyle into right. Evans puts a charge on it, and they'll hold Willie Randolph at third. So first and third, runners on the corners for the Yankees. One out, and here comes at first baseman Chris Chambliss, left-handed batter. 6 out of 10 hit and run. He's batting .311 in the retro replay. 7 home runs, 36 ribbies. Red Sox have a 6.5 game lead. 6 game lead, over the second place Yankees. Yankees took game 1 of the series. Chambliss in actuality batted .287, 17 homers, 90 ribbies. Lefty-lefty matchup. Yastrzemski holding on. Munson at first. Randolph's at third. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. Chambliss grounds it. And Hobson boots the ball. And Randolph will score. And it's 1-0 Yankees. Possible double play ball there, booted by Butch Hobson. Mr. Fumble Fingers himself. And in 1978, he was god-awful at third base. This is 77, though. Not that good, but not as god-awful. And hallelujah, we finally get our second screen to work. So I can see the chat. Alrighty. So, Munson is at second. Chambliss reached on the Hobson errors at first. And here comes the straw that stirred the drink in New York, Reggie Jackson. Jackson, Mr. October, .239, 5 home runs, 18 ribbies. And off left-handed batting in 77, batted .278. For a hold in 77, .286, 32 home runs, 110 ribbies, 1 out, 2 on, 1-0 Yankees. Lee looks in, gets the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Ground ball, Yastrzemski lets it go foul. It counts no balls, 2 strikes on Jackson. Munson takes his lead at second. Chambliss takes his lead at first. Lee kicks and fires. And he strikes out Jackson on a slow curveball, swing and a miss. 2 down, and here comes Rory White. Yankee left fielder batting .256, 5 homers, 17 ribbies. In actuality, .268, 14 home runs, and 52 runs knocked in. White is a switch hitter batting righty off the left-handed Tron Bill Lee. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to White. And White sends his ball deep to left. Carbo on the run, at the track. He leaps at the wall, and he makes the catch. What a play by Burt. No! He does not. It is off the wall. They're saying he trapped it off the wall. Oh, boy. Carbo says he made the catch. But they say no. 2 runs score, and it's 3-0 Yankees. Even White was not running hard out of the box. He stayed at first. And here comes Greg Nettles, so Bill Lee, the jump baller lefty, is being roughed up here. Yankees with a 3-0 lead, top of the first, 2 outs. White's at first, very good base runner, 7 out of 10. 62% chance of stealing second. Yastrzemski holding him on. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. And Nettles batting .301 with 16 home runs and 39 ribbies in the retro replay. .255 in actuality. 37 home runs and 107 runs driven in. Lee deals to Nettles. There goes Roy White. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. But the Yankees get 3. Carbo still protesting to the home plate umpire, saying he caught the ball in left. So due up for the Red Sox, Carbo, Burleson, and Yastrzemski. Bernie Carbo having a phenomenal 1977 retro replay, batting .360, 9 home runs, 19 ribbies. He has a current 8-game hitting streak. Carbo in actuality batted .289, 15 home runs, and 34 RBIs. On the mound for the Yankees is Gil Patterson. Patterson is 2-1 in the replay with a 5.23 earned run average. In 77, he was 1-2 with a save, 5.40. He threw 33 and a third innings, striking out 29, walking 20. In the replay, 13 Ks, walking 17. Behind the plate is Munson, very good defensive catcher with a 6 out of 10 arm. 10 out of 10 defense. Chambliss 9 out of 10 at first. Randolph 7 out of 10 at second. Bucky Bleeping Dent 6 out of 10 at short. Nettles 10 out of 10 at third. Roy White, excellent range in left, but with a poor arm, 8 out of 10 range, 3 out of 10 arm. Same thing with Rivers, excellent range, below average arm, 8 out of 10 and 4 out of 10. And Reggie Jackson, 6 out of 10 range, 7 out of 10 arm. Now let's just move Mr. October's face over a bit. There we go. Alrighty. So here comes Bernie Carbo. Patterson picks up the side for Munson. They play charge here at Fenway. The windup and the pitch. And Carbo works a walk. So Carbo's on. Let's actually move that too. You can't see. Bear with me another moment. We'll move the first base runner. Actually, we can't do that. That's the bag. We can't really move the runner. Cancel. Let's see if we can move this. Charge. So Bernie Carbo's at first. 4 out of 10 base running ability. Not the fastest human being. Here comes the rooster, Rick Burleson. Burleson batting .306, 1 home run, 12 ribbies. Excellent hit and run, 7 out of 10. 3 out of 10 bunter. In actuality, the rooster batted .293 in 77, 3 homers, 52 ribbies. If the 77 team had any pitching, they would have easily won the division. They would finish 2 games behind the Yankees. They could mash the bejesus out of the ball in 77. We're going to play hit and run. Here's the pitch. There goes Carbo. Burleson swings ground ball to Randolph. Only play is to first. For the out, Carbo advances to second base as they just nipped the rooster, as Randolph charged in hard and quickly flipped to first. So here's Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz batting .340, 10 years after his Triple Crown season of 67. And 13 home runs, 48 ribbies. In actuality, .296, 28 home runs, 102 RBIs. Patterson, the righty, looks in, picks up the side for Munson. He deals to Yastrzemski. And Yastrzemski sends the ball the other way, shallow left, and Roy White comes in, makes the running catch for out number 2. And now bring up Jim Rice. Rice, the designated hitter, batting .312. 12 home runs, 36 ribbies. In actuality, .320. 39 homers and 114 RBIs. In 1978, the year after 77, he would win the MVP. Carbo takes his lead at second. He'll be off on contact with 2 outs. The windup and the pitch from Patterson to Rice. And Rice goes down swinging, side retired. Carbo stranded at second. We go to the top of the second, 3-0 Yankees. And stepping to the plate, Carlos May, the designated hitter, 180, 1 home run, 13 ribbies. In actuality, 227, 2 homers, and 16 RBIs. Behind the plate for the Red Sox, Carlton Fisk, 8 out of 10 defense, 7 out of 10 arm. Yastrzemski below average at first, 4 out of 10. He's in there because George Scott does not hit right-handed pitching at all. Doyle average at second, 5 out of 10. Burleson very good at short, 8 out of 10. And we've already seen the disaster that Butch Hobson is at third. He's 5 out of 10. Carbo in left field is 5 out of 10 with a 9 out of 10 arm. Lynn, 8 out of 10 range with a 5 out of 10 arm in center. And Dwight Evans, 7 out of 10 range with a 5 out of 10 arm. He had a down year throwing-wise in 77. Bill Lee deals to Carlos May. Lefty-lefty, ground ball. Burleson backhands it. Fires to Yastrzemski, 1 away. The rooster is crowing on that play. Here comes Bucky Dent, number 9 batter. Dent batting .311, 1 home run, 16 ribbies. In actuality, .247, 8 home runs, 49 runners not in. Dent, right-handed batter. Fisk sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Bucky Dent. Dent sends a ball deep, left center field. Carbo looks up, and that's gone. Bucky Dent homers, and that brings back nightmares to Red Sox fans. And it's 4-0 Yankees. Hanging curveball promptly deposited into the net, pulling the Green Monster. So 1 out, top of the order. Willie Randolph is 1 for 1. 6 out of 10 bunter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Randolph. And that's a shot up the middle. And Freddie Lynn's going to make an attempt to dive for it. And he makes the diving catch. Freddie Lynn covered a lot of ground, makes the diving catch, robbing extra bases from Willie Randolph. 2 down. Here comes Mickey Rivers, 0 for 1. He reached on the error by Butch Hobson. Actually, there's a force out. I apologize. Chambliss reached on the error. There was a ground out to short. And Randolph was 0 for 1. Burleson threw him out. Randolph advanced to second. Alright, got that straight. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. 2 outs, no one on. 4-0 Yankees, top of the second. Rivers grounds it. Burleson charges to his left. Quickly fires to Yastrzemski. Side retired. Thank God for the rooster. You go to the bottom of the second. Red Sox down by 4. They have the offense to come back here, though. As Herb Pilgrim in the chat says, Bucky bleeping Dent, my hero, LOL. Dog Sidious is laughing at that also. Here comes Carlton Fisk, Red Sox catcher, batting .307, 9 homers, 35 ribbies. In the retro replay, in actuality, .315, 26 homers, 102 ribbies. Patterson looks in, picks up the sign for Munson, the windup and the pitch to Fisk. And Fisk lines a shot to Greg Nettles, Johnny on the spot. What a catch by Nettles. That's why he's 10 out of 10 defense, robbing Fisk of a hit. So 1 out, no one on for Dwight Evans. Batting .284 with 8 home runs, 24 ribbies. In actuality, we're batting .287 with 14 home runs and 36 ribbies. He's going to be injured because we're playing actual transactions. He's only available from January 1st to August 31st, and then he's out. Here's the pitch to Dewey from Patterson. Evans swings, and that's a shot that's going to split the gap. And it's up on the wall, and Evans digging for 3. The throw won't be in time, as Mickey Rivers had trouble digging it out. Took a weird hop in left center, so Evans gets a 1-out triple, and here comes Freddie Lynn. Lynn never able to duplicate his 1975 season of Rookie of the Year and MVP. In the retro replay, he struggled. .214, 2 home runs, 11 ribbies. He was injured to start off the year in actuality, and for the full year, he batted .260, 18 home runs, 76 ribbies. So Freddie Lynn came off the DL May 13th, and since then he has struggled. 1 out, Evans at first. Here's the pitch from Patterson to Lynn. The ball gets away from Munson, and racing in to score is Dwight Evans. Red Sox on the board. It is 4-1. So it's a 1-1 count to Freddie Lynn. Base is empty. Wild pitch charge to Patterson. Munson just gives the pitcher a stern look. Pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lynn. And Lynn walks. Red Sox fans enjoying it. Here comes Butch Hobson. Hobson made a crucial error that led to a run. Butch Hobson batted 236, 12 home runs, 36 ribbies. In actuality, he batted ninth pretty much all year in 77 in reality. He batted 265, 30 home runs, 112 runs driven in. This was one of the most unbelievable offensive team in the history of baseball. Their pitching was mediocre, however, and they would finish, as I stated, I believe it was 2 games behind the Yankees. They tied with the Orioles. So, Lynn's at first. 5 out of 10 base runner. Not the speediest. Here's the pitch to Hobson. Hobson swings, sends that ball deep center field. Mickey Rivers on the run, and he makes the catch. What a play by Mickey Rivers. Covered a lot of ground. And retreating back to first base is Freddie Lynn. Here comes the number 9 batter. Second baseman Denny Doyle. Doyle batting 246. 2 home runs, 13 ribbies. In actuality, 240. With 2 home runs and 49 RBIs. This would be the last year with the Red Sox. Red Sox would trade to get Massachusetts native Jerry Remy from the Angels to play second. So Freddie Lynn will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Doyle. And Doyle walks. Tying run comes to the plate, and Bernie Carbo, he walked his first time up. Carbo has 9 home runs in the retro replay, 15 in actuality for the season. Lynn's at second. Doyle's at first. 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact. Munson wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Carbo. And Carbo strikes out swinging. Side retired. The Red Sox strand 2. We go to the top of the third. Red Sox do get on the board on the wild pitch. And Evans scores after a triple. It's 4-1 Yankees. Bill Lee has to settle down here. And he'll face, for the Yankees, Munson, Chambliss, and Jackson. Thurman Munson's 1 for 1. He singled in the first. Bill Lee looks in. The windup and the pitch to Munson. Yankee captain grounds it to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski backhands it, races to the bag, steps on it. 1 down. Here comes Chris Chambliss. He's 0 for 1. He reached on the error by Butch Hobson. He takes a deep breath. Cool evening here. May 31st, 1977, retro replay style. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. Fly ball, shallow. Carbo coming in from left. He makes a good running catch, 2 down. So Bill Lee trying to put up his first goose egg here in the top of the third. He gave up 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, but he'll have to get through Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. 0 for 1. Jackson struck out his first time up. A lefty-lefty matchup. Here comes a slow curve. Jackson grounds it back to Lee, who throws to Yastrzemski. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go to the Yankees. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. So the organ is trying to get the Red Sox fans pumped up here at Fenway. Due up for the Red Sox. Rick Burleson, Carl Yastrzemski, and Jim Rice to face. Gil Patterson. Patterson so far has gone 2 innings, 1 hit, walked 3, struck out 2. Red Sox have had their chances. They've only pushed 1 run across the board. Here's the pitch to Burleson. He's taking. And that's a strike. Fastball in there, 98 miles per hour. Rooster takes a breath, steps back in the right-hander's batter's box. He awaits the Patterson offering. Here's the pitch. Burleson sends that ball left center field. Mickey Rivers on the run, makes the catch. 1 down. Hung up long enough for Mick the Quick to get there. 1 out. Here comes Carl Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 1. He flies to shallow left. Munson goes through the signs. Patterson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski goes the other way and singles to left. So Captain Carl's on at first. Again, 5 out of 10 base runner. And here comes Jim Rice. He struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch to Rice. He's taking. And there's a strike in there. 97 miles per hour. Patterson can sure throw some heat. Rice hopes to see that pitch again. He'll deposit it over the left field wall. 1 out. Chambliss holding Yaz on at first. Denton and Randolph open to turn 2 up the middle. Munson flashes the signs. Patterson nods his head. He sets and deals to Rice. Rice swings, sends that ball deep to left. Rory Wright racing back, looking up. And that ball is over the Green Monster. As it's 4-3 now, the Red Sox pulled to within 1. As I stated, Rice was licking his chops. Throw me that fastball another time, Mr. Patterson. And Rice sent it bye-bye birdie. Now let's watch that again. As Rice crushes that pitch to left for a 2-run blast. And the netting holds it in. Red Sox trail by 1. So here comes Carlton Fisk. He's 0 for 1 today. He lined to third. Nettles made a nice reaction play. Fisk has 9 home runs on the retro replay. Patterson's ready. He rocks and fires to Fisk. And Fisk will single to left center field. White cuts it off before it can get to the wall. Throws it to the cutoff man, Bucky Dent. Tying run at first with 1 out. Here comes Dwight Evans. Evans is 1 for 1. He tripled to left center. Chambliss holding Fisk on at first. 5 out of 10 base runner. Again, Dent and Randolph open to turn 2 up the middle. Patterson nods his head. It'll wind up being the pitch to Evans. And Dewey pops it up towards short. Dent on the outfield grass makes the catch. 2 down. So Fisk will be off on contact with 2 outs. Here's Freddie Lynn. Freddie walked his first time up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Righty-lefty matchup. Munson wiggles the fingers, pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lynn from Patterson. And Lynn swings, line shot to Randolph, who makes the leap and catch, side retired. But the Red Sox get 2 more on the Jim Rice home run. They pulled it within 1 to go to the top of the 4th. The New York Yankees 4, the Boston Red Sox 3. 2 up for the Yankees to face Bill Lee, White, Nettles, and May. He's thrown 49 pitches. He's good for 125. Rory White's 1 for 1. He singled off the wall, knocking it Munson. And Chambliss. Bernie Carbo still felt he caught the ball. And to be honest with you, Rory White also thought he caught the ball because he did not run hard out of the box. Did get an earful from manager Billy Martin. Lee picks up the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Rory White. And he strikes him out. Froze him with the loopy curveball. So 1 out. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Fisk sets the target. Lee kicks and fires. Nettles swings, line drive, and Doyle makes a good reaction play. So 2 down. Returns the favor to the Yankees. 2 outs, base is empty for Carlos May. 0 for 1, he grounded to Rick Burleson at short. His first time up. May left-handed batter. Wiggles the bat. Digs in. He awaits the Bill Lee offering. Here comes the slow curve. That ball's going deep to right. Evans on the run, towards the corner, towards the wall, and he makes the running catch. Side retired. Evans went a long way to get that ball. Robbed extra bases from Carlos May. Bottom of the 4th, 4-3 Yankees. Patterson's thrown 65 pitches. He's good for 105. He will face Hobson Doyle in the top of the order. Bernie Carbo. Butch Hobson's 0 for 1. Flied deep left center. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch from Patterson. Strike in there. Patterson just throws heat and pounds that strike zone. A little movement on that pitch. Munson again pounds the mid, sets the target. Patterson kicks and deals. And Hobson goes down swinging. Blew the fastball right by him. So Patterson's just winding up and heaving the ball. And here's Denny Doyle. Doyle walked his first time up in the second. Patterson's ready. Here's the pitch to Doyle. Doyle goes the other way, shallow fly ball. Roy White comes in and catches the ball off the kneecaps for out number 2 on the sinking blooper. And here's Bernie Carbo. One swing at the back to tie it up at 4. Carbo's 0 for 1. He walked in the first, struck out in the second. Carbo with an excellent eye. Munson goes through the signs. Patterson nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Carbo. And Carbo will shoot that to right center field. Takes a wide turn around first, but goes back, so inning stays alive. So Bernie Carbo singles. Here comes the rooster. Rick Burleson, he's 0 for 2. Grounded to second on the hit and run, advancing Carbo. Fly to left center field. Chambliss holding Carbo on. 2 outs, he'll be off on contact. Here's the pitch from Patterson to Burleson. They throw over. Carbo dives back. That was very close, too close to call. Good move by Patterson. Again he peeks to first. Now looks in at Munson. Here's the pitch. Burleson swings, dribbler up the middle. Dent makes the dive, throws to first as he pops up for the out. Side retired. What a play by Dent. Let's watch that again. That ball slated to bounce up the middle. Dent makes the huge diving play, pops up and fires to Chambliss, and they get the rooster out by 10 steps. Nice play by Bucky Dent. Top of the 5th, still 4-3 Yankees. Bill Lee will face the man who just made the fabulous play, Dent, in the top of the order, Randolph and Mickey Rivers. Bucky Dent hit a solo homer to left. At the time, made it 4-0. Here's the pitch to Bucky Dent. Curveball, ground ball, Hobson. Hobson has it, fires Yastrzemski, 1 down. Crowd cheers anything that Hobson will do at third. Top of the order, Willie Randolph, 1 for 2. Singled in the first, line to center, left center in the second. Lee picks up the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Randolph. Slow curveball, and that's a base hit to center. Randolph with a hustle double as he beats the Freddie Lynn throw. Doyle applies the tag too late. Randolph, good hustle. He's in scoring position with 1 out. Mickey Rivers 0 for 2. Grounded to short. And grounded to short. So twice he's grounded out to Burleson. Red Sox infield, outfield straight away in normal. Bill Lee takes off his cap. Wipes his brow, puts his cap back on, back up on the hill, toes the rubber, peers in at Fisk. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. Rivers shoots that ball to right. Evans puts a charge on it, and they hold Randolph at third. So first and third, 1 out, double play ball will get Bill Lee out of this situation. But here comes Munson. Munson is 1 for 2. He singled in the third. And grounded, in the first, and grounded out in the third. Fisk goes out to have a word with Lee. 4-3 Yankees. 1 out, runners on the corners for the Yanks, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Munson. And Fisk throws behind Rivers at first, and he gets in there safely, lucky, as Yastrzemski snuck in behind him. 1 ball, no strikes to Munson. The windup and the pitch from Bill Lee. Curveball, and that plunks Munson. Bases are loaded. Munson just laughs, has a few words with Lee. Lee's not appreciative of that. So bases juice. Chris Chambliss has 1 grand slam so far in the retro replay season, and he's 0 for 2 today. He reached on the error by Hobson, and then flied to shallow left center. Burleson and Doyle hoping to turn 2 up the middle. 1 out, bases juiced, lefty-lefty matchup. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch from Lee to Chambliss. Ground ball. Hobson has it. my God. We have no chance at anything here. Throw home, 9% chance. No. Double play, only a 4% chance. Yes. Throws home. Why did he throw home? And they don't get him. Al clicked the wrong button. So Hobson throws to the plate. Randolph beats the throw on, even on the force, and it's 5-3 Yankees. Base is still juiced for Mr. October. Bill Lee's gotten him twice, struck him out, and he grounded back to the pitcher. The windup and the pitch from Lee to Reggie Jackson. Jackson pops it up. Yastrzemski in foul territory will make the catch. Oh, he does not get there. Oh, boy. That is huge. That is huge. Oh, man. So now the count's 0-2. Jackson gets another opportunity. Lee takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Jackson once again. And Jackson lines a shot to Yastrzemski. And quickly scrambling back to the bags as they doubled him up. Double play as Yastrzemski beats Chambliss to the first base bag. So Yaz comes through in the clutch. The Yankees do score one. It's 5-3. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Herb Pilgrim in the chat says, you know it's weird, as much as, excuse me Al, have an extreme zero like for the Red Sox, it's only the team and the name. There's only 3 Sox players that I really don't like in Red Sox history. Do tell us the 3 Sox players, Mr. Herb Pilgrim. And here's Carl Yastrzemski, who made the unassisted double play on the line out, doubling up Chambliss at first, to be followed by Rice, who's homered, and Fisk. Patterson deals to Yaz. Yaz swings, line shot. Foul down the right field line. 2-2 count for Yaz. Digs back in the batter's box. Patterson picks up the sign for Munson. He rocks and deals to Yastrzemski. And he walks Yaz. Munson wanted to pitch. He's having a few words with the man in blue behind the plate. So Yaz is on first, and here's Jim Rice. Rice, 1 for 2, struck out his first time up, then hit a 2-run homer in the third to pull the Red Sox to within 1. So Herb Pilgrim names his 3 most hated Red Sox: Fisk, Pedroia, and Jim Rice. Well, I'm not fond of Pedroia myself. Threw his teammates on the bus a couple of years ago. But I like Fisk and Rice very much. Here's the pitch to Rice. Oh, they plunked Rice. So that's going to make Herb Pilgrim very happy. And they hit him right in the back with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. And could that have been retaliation, which would have been really stupid, for Munson being hit by a slow curveball? And there's a lot of animosity here between these teams. And here comes Fisk. And he's chirping at Patterson and Munson. The man in blue tells him to quiet down, play ball. Fisk 1 for 2. He lined to third. Nettles made a fine play and singled to left in the third. Yastrzemski at second. Rice at first, no outs. Rice represents the tying run at first. Fisk the go-ahead run at the plate. Patterson rocks and deals to Fisk. Munson has a word with the young pitcher. Now here's the pitch. Fisk drives that ball. Actually, it's a shallow ball, and White makes the catch. I listened to the sound. I thought that was better than it really was. Herb Pilgrim says, for the same reason on Pedroia, Al. Yeah, he threw his teammates under the bus. I wouldn't care if they traded him for all I care. I wanted him traded after that. So, you don't throw your teammates under the bus. Why do you think Joe Kelly's loved? I mean, people like Dustin Pedroia, but there's a lot of people who are fed up with his antics, believe me, who are Red Sox fans. As Herb Pilgrim says, hee. I telegraphed that one in for Rice when Rice was hit for the pitch. All right, 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Evans. He's 1 for 2. Tripled in the second, popped out to short the third. Evans swings. That's a base hit to left center. Roy White cuts it off. Oh my God, Rice is in a pickle. They throw behind him and he is out. Jim Rice, horrible base running. So instead of having bases loaded, 1 out, Rice rounds the bag thinking they were going to wave Yastrzemski around. White throws to third. And Nettles, let's watch that replay actually. So Evans singles to left center. White cuts it off. Rice rounds the bag, throws to Nettles. Rice is in a pickle, tagged out by Randolph. So instead of bases loaded, 1 out, there's 2 outs now. Yastrzemski's at third. Evans is at first. And here's Freddie Lynn. He's 0 for 1. He walked in the second and lined hard to Willie Randolph at second base. Patterson rocks and fires to Lynn. Lynn lines out to Willie Randolph once again. Inning over. Red Sox squandered a golden opportunity as Rice just made a base running blunder. He rounded second and they got him in a pickle. He's out. So anyway, top of the 6th. Red Sox fans are in shock. 5-3 Yankees. Bill Lee back out on the hill. He'll face White, Nettles, and May. Roy White is 1 for 2. Singled in the first. Struck out in the 4th. Here's the pitch from Lee to White. And White drives that ball up, and away. It's high off the wall. Takes a weird hop. Carbo chases it down in the corner. And Roy White gets a rare triple to left in Fenway. And Bill Lee has been battered. That's his 7th hit he's given up. Greg Nettles at the plate. Infield will move in. So the infield's in. Outfield straight away and normal. Nettles is 0 for 2 off Lee. He's struck out in line to second. Roy White takes his lead from third. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. Fisk goes out to have a word. And here's the pitch. Nettles shoots a shot past the drawn in infield to left. White scores and it's 6-3. And that could be the day for Bill Lee. Lefty, righty. So Ramon Hernandez will come in for Bill Lee. And here's Ramon Hernandez. Lee's day is done. He's responsible for the runner at first. Bill Lee went 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 home run. No walks, 3 Ks. His ERA balloons up to 5.26 now. Ramon Hernandez comes in the game. Hernandez has pitched 2/3 of an inning, and his ERA is 40.50. In actuality, no wins, 1 loss, 1 save, 5.68, 12 2/3 innings pitched. He will face Carlos May. Hernandez deals to May. Nettles is at first. May's 0 for 2. It's grounded to short, flown to right. Here's the pitch to May. Ground ball, base hit, left center field. Nettles hits the second base bag. Will not challenge Bernie Carbo's cannon of an arm. And here comes Bucky Bleeping Dent. He's 1 for 2. Homered in the second, then grounded to third. Hernandez rubs up the baseball. He deals to Dent. Line shot to Doyle. And quickly scampering back to the second base bag as Burleson was closing is Nettles. So 1 out. Here comes Willie Randolph. He's 2 for 3. Singled in the first. Line to center in the second. Double to left center in the fifth. Hernandez trying to keep this ball down to produce a double play ball. Fisk sets the target, the windup and the pitch to Randolph. Ground ball. Hobson has it. Tags third. And that's it. He gets the lead runner. So 2 outs. Nettles is erased as Hobson stepped on the third base bag. 6-3 Yankees. And here's Mickey Rivers. He's 1 for 3. Mick the Quick grounded to short twice in the first, then in the second, and singled in the fifth. A lefty-lefty matchup. Hernandez picks up the sign from fifth. The windup, the pitch. Rivers swings, ground ball to Denny Doyle. Throws to Yastrzemski, side retired. Nice job by Ramon Hernandez. But the Yankees put up another run to go to the bottom of the sixth. Red Sox trail by 3, 6-3. And the new pitcher for the Yankees is Ken Holtzman, pitching out of the pen. Holtzman in the retro replay, 3-1 with a 4.27 ERA in 46 1/3 innings, striking out 10, walking 14. He's had some control issues. In actuality, it was 2-3 with a 5.78 earned run average, striking out 14, walking 24. He'll face Hobson, Doyle in the top of the order, Carbo. He's a left-handed pitcher. Hobson will take. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Hobson to take again. Ball. 1-1 count. Hobson's ready to grip and rip. Munson sets the target. The windup and the pitch from the lefty Holtzman. Hobson swings, and that ball is to left center field for a single. And here's Denny Doyle. Doyle has not hit left-handed pitching well. In the retro replay, actually, I'm incorrect. In reality, he didn't hit left-handed pitching well. That's what I remember. 189, as you can see down here. In the retro replay, he's batting 313. So Hobson's at first. 6 out of 10 base runner. He's not going anywhere. Chambliss holding him on. Doyle to take. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. There's a ball. He'll take again. 1-1 count. Hit and run. There goes Hobson. Ground ball. Randolph on the outfield grass. Nice play by Willie Randolph. Throwing to Chambliss and getting Doyle by a step. Nice play by Randolph. Hobson advances to second, and here's Bernie Carbo. Carbo did not fare well against left-handed pitching. Let's see how he's doing in the retro replay. In actuality, only batted 136. And he's batting 143. George Scott will come in to pinch hit, play first. Yastrzemski will move out to left. So here comes the boomer, and the boomer crushes left-handed pitching. 362 average in 77 in actuality. The retro replay batting 223, 10 homers, 34 ribbies. In 77 for the full year, he batted 269, 33 home runs, and 95 ribbies. In the retro replay against lefties, the boomer, George Scott, batting 319 with 4 home runs and 16 ribbies. If he goes yard, the boomer will pull the Red Sox to within 1. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. The boomer singles up the middle. Mickey Rivers gets to the ball, and we're going to hold Hobson at third. So the boomer comes through in the clutch. Randolph let that ball bounce by him. So 1 out, runners on the corners for the Rooster, Rick Burleson. The Burleson is 0 for 3. He grounded to second on the hit and run. Carbo advanced to second. Fly to left center, then grounded to short. He hit 353 off left-handed pitching in actuality. In the retro replay, batting 333. 1 out, runners on the corners, the windup and the pitch from Holtzman to Burleson. Burleson, ground ball, Randolph. Hobson will attempt to score. Randolph to Dent. On to Chambliss. Do they turn 2? Yes, they do. Nice play. Oh, man. Sometimes you have to wait. The video doesn't actually show the actual footage, but Randolph to Dent to Chambliss. Red Sox threaten but do not score. Yastrzemski will move to left. And the Boomer will move to first. Carbo's out of the game. Yastrzemski, an excellent defensive left fielder, even at this advanced age. 10 out of 10 defense, 8 out of 10 arm. Scott, 10 out of 10 at first. And Hernandez is done. He did his job. Red Sox down by 3, top of the 7th. Yankees 6. Boston 3. Righty, lefty, lefty. Jim Burton will come in the game. Pitched briefly for the Red Sox in '77. Still on our roster. In the retro replay, he's thrown 3 innings and has a 9 ERA. Struck out 2, walked 5. In actuality, only threw 2 2/3 innings. They'll face Munson, Chambliss, and Jackson. Here's the pitch to Thurman Munson. We're going to go pitcher round. Ground ball. Burleson deep in the hole. Fires from the outfield grass. 1 down. Nice play by the Rooster. Oh! Scott mishandles the ball. Error on the Boomer. Unbelievable. One of the best defensive first basemen in '77 drops the ball. Munson reaches on an error. Here comes Chambliss. Burleson and Doyle hope to turn 2 now. Burton picks up the side. Throws over to first. Munson's back. Again, Burton looks to first. Now he deals to Chambliss. And he walks him. Ah, nuts. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Burton rubs up the baseball. Really like Burton somehow get out of this inning. I don't want to go to Soup Campbell. That's it. Campbell's coming in. Got to keep it a 3-run deficit. Munson's at second. Chambliss at first. Munson reached on the error by Scott. Chambliss walked. And here's Soup Campbell. Last good year in the major leagues, to be honest with you. Bill Campbell in the retro replay. 3-1 with 13 saves and ERA of 2. He struck out 37, walked 13. Batting average against 146. In actuality, 13-9 with 31 saves. Earned run average 296. He threw 140 innings. And batting average against 224. Reggie Jackson digs in, the windup and the pitch from Campbell, who had like a drop off the table curveball. And he strikes out Jackson, 1 down. Here's Roy White. White's 2 for 3. Single in the first, struck out in the 4th, triple in the 6th. Munson at second, Chambliss at first. Campbell kicks and fires to White. And White drives this ball right field. Evans on the run. He makes the catch and fires back in towards the infield. Racing back to second is Munson. So 2 outs. 2 on. 6-3 Yankees. Here's Greg Nettles. He's 1 for 3. He has struck out, lined to second, and singled, knocking in Roy White in the 6th. Campbell trying to keep a 3-run deficit here at the top of the 7th. Fisk wiggles the fingers, sets the target, the windup and the pitch to Nettles. And that's a fly ball deep to center. Lynn going back, and he makes the catch and bangs into the wall. It was scary, but Campbell gets out of the mess. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 6-3 Yankees. Holtzman back out on the mound. They'll face Yastrzemski, Rice, and Fisk. They got Holtzman in trouble, but Rice's bad base running blunder helped the Yanks get out of the inning. Yaz is 1 for 2. flown to shallow left, singled, and walked. Yaz will take. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. Outside, ball one. Yaz to take again. Outside, and he just nips the corner. Munson did a great job of framing it. Yastrzemski just says, what the heck? 1-1 count to Yaz. He awaits the Holtzman offering. Here's the pitch from the lefty. Yastrzemski single line shot. Drops in front of Rivers. And Yaz does single. Picks up his second hit. Here comes Jim Rice, 1 for 2. He had a 2-run homer in the third. Before that, he struck out. And then in the fifth, he was hit in the back by Patterson, 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Here's the pitch. Rice taking. Rain delay. Ah, nuts. Rain delay is over. Holtzman will stay in. Rain delay lasted 33 minutes. Holtzman is strong. Campbell is okay, so Campbell most likely come out of the game. Rice to take. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Curveball. 0-1 count. Yastrzemski at first. Holtzman takes a peek. He rocks and delivers to Rice. Rice swings. That's a fly ball. Right center field. Jackson makes the running catch for out number 1. Yaz goes back to first quickly. And here comes Carlton Fisk and a new pitcher, Sparky Lyle, former Red Sox in one of the worst trades ever. Danny Cater for Sparky Lyle. Lyle, in the retro replay, is 2 wins, 6 losses, 13 saves, 3.86 earned run average. Striking out 21, walking 14. In actuality, 13-5 with 26 saves, 2.17 earned run average. Yaz at first, 1 away. Fisk 1 for 3. Line to third and to second, singled in the third, and fly to shallow left center in the fifth. One swing in the back that pulled the Red Sox to within 1. Denton, Randolph hoping to turn 2 up the middle. Shambles holding on to Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch to Fisk. And Fisk goes down swinging on the slider. So 2 outs. Yaz will be off on contact. And here's Dwight Evans. Evans is 2 for 3 today. Tripled in the first, popped to short in the third, then singled in the fifth. Evans in the retro replay has struggled against left-handed pitching, 212, and in actuality only batted 238. Steve Dillard is actually batting .424 off left-handed pitching. If he pinch hits for Evans, then Miller's got to go into right, and we have only the catcher left, which is fine. Dillard, in actuality, batted .260 off lefties. He had 7 doubles, though. Dillard's going to come in to pinch hit. Dillard will pinch hit. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Oregon's trying to prop up the crowd here at Fenway. Dillard batting .353 in limited playing time. No homers, 5 ribbies. In actuality, .241. 1 homer, 13 ribbies. Batted .260 off lefties in actuality, and I think it was .343 in the replay. 2 outs. Yastrzemski's at first. Here's the pitch to Dillard. And that's a base hit, right center field. Yastrzemski hits second base and moves on to third. So Dillard comes through in the clutch. And the tying run comes at plate and Freddie Lynn. And Lynn only batted .240 off lefties in actuality. And in the replay, .167. Two outs. Yastrzemski's at third. Dillard's at first. Bob Montgomery and Rick Miller. Miller actually batted 179 off lefties, 267 in the replay, but not enough. Bob Montgomery, our backup catcher. Let's take a look at Bob Monty. He's only batting 125 off lefties in the replay, but actually batted 286. We're going to take our shot with Freddie Lynn. Lynn to take. Here's a pitch from Lyle. Strike one, hits the outside corner. Off-speed pitch. 0-1 count. Yaz at third. Dillard at first after the pinch hit single. Lyle picks up the sign for Munson. The windup and the pitch for Freddie Lynn. Lynn swings. That's a fly ball. Mickey Rivers is there in center. Side retired. Red Sox Trenton once again, but do not score. Top of the eighth, 6-3 Yankees. Campbell's going to try to get through this inning. Rick Miller will go in to play right. Actually, let's cancel that. Dillard's a 3. No, keep Doyle in. Dillard at second. No. Miller will go in to play right. Dillard's out of the game. We have one position player left. Montgomery, the backup catcher. Campbell will face Carlos May. Bucky Dent in the top of the order. Willie Randolph. May 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from Soup Campbell. Ground ball. Scott will field it. He backhands it. Throws to Campbell, covering the bag, 1 down. Here's Bucky Dent, he's 1 for 3. Campbell rocks and fires. Ground ball, Hobson comes charging in, barehands it, fires to first. Scott with the stretch, bang bang play, and they get Dent, 2 down. Campbell's tiring now. This would be his last batter. Willie Randolph's 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. Randolph shoots the gap, and he doubles with 2 outs, and that's it for Bill Soup Campbell. Bob Stanley will come in. So here comes Bob Stanley. Why isn't Stanley in the game? We want Bob Stanley. Here we go. Stanley comes in the game. He's good for 55 pitches. He just needs to get this out here. Get to the bottom of the 8th. Mickey Rivers 1 for 4, 2 outs. Randolph at second, excellent base running, will be off on contact. Bob Stanley in the retro replay 6-1 with 2 saves, 2.91 earned run average. In actuality, 8-7 with 3 saves, 3.99. He struck out 15, walked 7. In actuality, struck out 44 and walked 43. Fisk has a word with Stanley Steamer. Back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. Rivers, line shot. Freddie Lynn will make the attempt to dive and catch. And again, Freddie Lynn makes the dive and catch, saving the day, and keeps it a 6-3 ball game. What a play by Freddie Lynn. Red Sox fans applaud the effort. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-3 Yankees. Sparky Lyle back out on the hill. He's good for 45 pitches. He's thrown 10. He'll face Hobson, Doyle in the top of the order, Scott. Hobson's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from Lyle. Curveball. Ground ball back to Lyle. Over to Chambliss, 1 down. Here comes Denny Doyle, who does not hit left-handed pitching at all. 189 in actuality. In the retro replay, as I check the Doyle card, he's actually hitting 294. So maybe the luck will hold up here. Here's the pitch from Lyle. Doyle taking. Oh my lord, that movement just caught the outside corner. Late break. 0-1 count. Doyle chokes up on the bat. Munson wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch. Doyle swings, ground ball to Randolph. Over to Chambliss, 2 down. Here comes the boomer, George Scott. He's 1 for 1. He singled when he came in to pinch hit. The windup and the pitch from Sparky Lyle. And he strikes out Scott, side retired. We go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees hoping to pick up another game. They trail the Red Sox by 6 games. Here on the last day of May 1977 retro replay. Stanley on the mound will face Munson, Chambliss, and Jackson. The windup and the pitch from Stanley Steamer. Munson, fly ball, right center field. Rick Miller on the run, and he makes the catch. Miller 5 out of 10 defense, 8 out of 10 arm. Here comes Chambliss, 0 for 3. Stanley kicks and fires. And that's a shot up the middle, and Evans makes the catch on the sinking line drive. So 2 away, no one on for Reggie Jackson. He's 0 for 4. He has struck out, grounded out, lined out into a double play, and struck out again. Stanley peers in at Fisk. Here's the pitch to Jackson. And Jackson gets his first hit, a single to right center field. Miller retrieves it, throws it into Denny Doyle. 2 outs, Jackson at first. Here's Rory White, he's 2 for 4. Single in the first, still a disputed play by Carbo, knocking in 2 runs. Struck out in the 4th, tripled in the 6th, and fly down the right field line in the 7th. Stanley takes a peek at first, Scott holding on. Jackson, here's the pitch to White. Line shot to Hobson, inning over. We go to the bottom of the 9th, Sparky Lyle looking to pick up his 14th save. Lyle's gone an inning and 2/3, only giving up 1 hit, no walks, struck out 2, giving up no runs. He will face Burleson, Yastrzemski, and Rice. Burleson's 0 for 4. Here's the pitch from Lyle. Curveball, ball 1 inside. Burleson to take again. Strike 1. Burleson didn't like the call. He thought it was the same spot. 1-1 count to the Rooster. Munson goes through the sign, sets the target. Sparky Lyle lines and delivers. And he strikes out Burleson. Swing and a miss. So 1 away. That's Lyle's 3rd strikeout. Here comes Carl Yastrzemski, 2 for 3. Lyle and Yastrzemski, former teammates. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Yaz pops the ball up, right side. Randolph, Chambliss, who's going to call for it? Randolph will not get there. It drops in. It's a Texas leaguer. As everyone's looking at everyone, Jackson, Randolph, and Chambliss, and it drops into shallow right. And Yaz will take it. And here comes Jim Rice. He's 1 for 3 as 1 hit, a 2-run homer back in the 3rd. Before that, he struck out. Then he was hit by a pitch in the 5th and fly deep to right in the 7th. Lyle deals to Rice. Rice grounds it to Dent. Dent goes to Randolph. Randolph throws to Chambliss. Double play. Ball game. No! Rice beats it out. I counted my chickens before they hatched. So there's 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Rice is on. And here's Fisk. Fisk is 1 for 4. Line to 3rd. Single. Fly to shallow left center and struck out in the 7th. Lyle 1 out away from his 14th save in the Yankees' 30th victory. They would pull to within 5 games of the Red Sox on the last day of May. Here's the pitch to Fisk. And Fisk will fly out to Rory White, shallow left, ball game over. The Red Sox fall once again to the Yankees, 6-3. Yankees pulled within 5 games on the last day of May, retro replay style, 1977. Bring up the box score. There it is. Go to the pitching first. I'd like to thank Dog Sidious. Check out that channel, all things Star Wars. Thank you, Herb Pilgrim. Great friend of the channel, a big Yankee fan. He's going to be happy about this victory. Retro replay style. And thank you to Clinton Parks. Check out his channel. Also, thanks to D. Scott Howard. Alrighty, let's go to the box score and call it a stream. My beloved Red Sox drop another one to the Yankees, right? So, Patterson gets the win. 5 struggling innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 1 home run to Jim Rice, walked 4, struck out 3. He even gonged Rice in the back after Rice homered off of him. Holtzman gets a hold, 1 1/3, and he struggled, to be honest with you. Rice's poor running play ran the Red Sox out of an inning. He gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Lyle went the final 2 2/3, picks up save 14, 2 hits, no walks, 3 Ks. The loss goes to Bill Lee. He was not good. 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 2 of them unearned on the error by Butch Hobson. 1 home run. Ramon Hernandez came in, pitched an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, no Ks. Burton pitched to 2 batters, didn't get anybody out. He walked 1, and the first batter reached on an error. 1. Scott dropped the ball after Burleson made a heck of a play going to his left, a strong throw. Campbell pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up a hit, struck out 1. No runs, no walks. Stanley pitched an inning and 1/3, a hit, no walks, no runs, no Ks. Our bullpen will be depleted for Game 3 of this series as we try to keep it close, which we did, but couldn't score any runs, squandering opportunity after opportunity. Randolph was 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Bucky Dent was 1 for 4 with a home run. And Roy White was 2 for 5 with 2 ribbies. Patterson goes to 3-1. Bill Lee goes to 4-3. Jim Rice was 1 for 4 with a home run and 2 ribbies. Evans was 2 for 3 with a triple. And Yastrzemski was 3 for 4. Let's go to the batting. So let's go miscellaneous first. Player of the game, Willie Randolph. The Yankees left 9 runners on base, Boston 11. Bucky Dent had a great play. That's the 8th of the season for Bucky. And Freddie Lynn had 2 great plays, and he has 3 great plays on the season. Randolph, player of the game, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, had 2 doubles. Rivers 1 for 5. Munson 1 for 4 with a run scored. Chambliss 0 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI and a walk. Reggie Jackson 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. Roy White 2 for 5, a run scored, 2 ribbies, and he struck out once, tripled. Nettles 1 for 4 with a ribby and a K. May 1 for 4. Bucky Dent 1 for 4, runs scored, an RBI, he homered. The Yankees in victory as they pulled it within 5 on the last day of May 1977. 40 at-bats, 6 runs, 11 hits, 5 ribbies, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 2 doubles, 1 triple, and a homer. So they hit for the cycle as a team, which is not hard. The triple would be the hardest thing, obviously. The Red Sox in defeat, Bernie Carbo, 1 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. Scott, the pinch hitter, stayed into play first, and Yastrzemski moved to left, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Burleson, 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Yastrzemski, 3 for 4, a run scored, and a walk. Rice, 1 for 4, a run scored, 2 ribbies, a strikeout, and a 2-run homer. Fisk, 1 for 5 with a strikeout. Evans, 2 for 3 with a run scored and a triple. Dillard, the pinch hitter, 1 for 1. Miller played right field, did not get an at-bat. Freddie Lynn played outstanding defense, was 0 for 3 with a walk. Hobson was 1 for 4, made an error. And Denny Doyle 0 for 3 with a walk. Hobson also struck out. The Red Sox in defeat. They've lost 2 in a row to the Yankees now. 36 at-bats, 3 runs, 11 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, no doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. To the recap. In the first, Yankees sent 7 batters to the plate, scoring 3 runs on 3 hits and an error. Chambliss hit a grounder, scoring a run on the E5. Yankees took a 1-0 lead. Roy White singled, knocking into 3-0 Yankees. Yankees would get another one In the second, on a solo blast by Bucky Dent, 4-0 Yankees. Boston would get on the board in the bottom of the second. They would get 1 run on 2 hits and 1 hit and 2 walks. Evans scored on the wild pitch by Patterson, 4-1 Yankees. Then in the third, the bottom of the third, Rice hit a 2-run homer. The Red Sox pulled it within 4-3, and that's the closest they would be, as the Yankees in the fifth would get 1 run on 2 hits. Chambliss hit a grounder, scoring the runner from third on bases loaded, 5-3, and then the Yankees would put another single run up in the top of the sixth on 3 hits. Nettles singled, scoring White, 6-3, and that's the way the ball game ended. The Red Sox threatened a couple of times but could not score. Take care, Dog Sidious. Thank you for stopping by. Check out that wonderful channel, Dog Sidious, all things Star Wars. Willie Randolph, 3 for 5, 2 doubles, 2 run scores. Yastrzemski, 3 for 4. Evans, 2 for 3 with a triple. Patterson gets the win. He's now 3-1. And Sparky Lyle picks up his 14th save. Bill Lee was awful. He's now 4-3, takes the loss. It's Al Red Sox fans saying thank you very much for watching. Till next time, take care. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt, the big left hook. Health and happiness. God bless and peace.